Hey yo, this is Dash, and today I'm out at the Lone Star Grillz pellet cooker. I think I've decided I'm just gonna call this one Pauline. Pauline was my grandmother's name. And this cooker has been the easiest, nicest, gentlest cooker that I've had and used and had to get to know. And that was how my grandmother was. She was a kind soul. So please welcome Pauline to the channel.
Get ready.
I am getting ready to get down to business in cleaning this cooker out. I have just about gone through a bag of pellets, and I want to try and keep on a schedule, keeping on a schedule of cleaning out the cooker every 40 pounds ish or so of pellets that I run through it. So that should be every, let's say 3 to 5 cooks, depending on how those cooks go. But I'm hoping that I can keep myself on task. I know you guys will help me with that. You can do it! So I'm gonna stop talking. Let's get to working. All right. First thing I notice is it's not really dirty in here, which is fantastic. I did scrape out the grate just a little bit, just to kind of see what was happening with it. So actually, I'm going to drop the shelf down so that I can knock some of the big stuff off of the grates. And I'm going to put them all the way up top. So while I'm here and I'm thinking about it, there's one thing I don't particularly care for with these grates. The way that they're bent and they're built is phenomenal. I would have rathered them use flat expanded metal. They use raised expanded, and it's difficult probably to come across on camera, but what the raised expanded does is it makes it a little difficult just to use a scraper. I use scrapers in cleaning out the grills and the cookers that I have. So when the grates are not flat, or when the grates are expanded, it just makes it a little tougher. By no means a deal breaker, but it would have been easier for me and how I clean out my cooker and use my cooker if it were just the flat expanded. I'm gonna get a scraper and I'm gonna get you guys down in here so you can see what I'm doing. All right, so here are my tools of the trade. This is like an ash dustpan or ash pan from a fireplace kit. And this is a scraper I got from Harbor Freight. I actually don't think they sell these scrapers any longer, unfortunately. But I'm just gonna scrape the plates clean and then use this to scoop everything up if possible. Actually, I think I'm gonna scrape it down to the end and be able to pick it up. I don't want to drop it down into the chamber where the pellets are burnt. So I took the plate out completely, and I'm gonna get that scraped off, or just everything knocked off of there. And I'm going to scrape up all of the bits of ash and dirt that are down in the bottom of the cooker. Hopefully you guys can, yep, Not bad at all. A little bit of grease, and the little bit of grease has been trapped by the pellet dust, the ash rather. So those of you who have been around for a while have seen me use this before, and I'm actually going to move this and pick the shelf back up. So I can put the vacuum on the shelf. All right, so I was saying, those of you who have been around for a while have seen me use this vacuum to clean out Tracy the Traeger. I'm gonna use it today to clean out Pauline, the pellet cabinet. All right, so I got the main underneath of the cooking chamber cleaned out, and I'm going over into the corner. This is where all of the dirt and junk and gunk, collects. So I'm going to try to get down in there and clean all of that up, but I might try my hand at scooping this out. If the shovel will fit down there, and it does. So that made it easy. I'm gonna put this down into my trash bucket that I have underneath the cooker. So I got this shovel from an estate sale. I happened to be driving through the country one day and happened upon an estate sale, got out of the car and immediately was like, hey, I need one of those things. I can use it with my cooking. All right, look at that. The collection chamber side, under the grate griddle side. Everything's nice and clean in there. Even got down in and cleaned the fire pot while I was here. So I'm gonna call that a success. That didn't take but maybe 10 minutes. It took me longer because I was setting up the camera and moving and shaking and doing things like that. But wow, I am impressed, to say the least, more and more every time I use this cabinet pellet cooker. If you haven't already, please do yourself a favor. If you're on the fence about getting yourself a Lone Star Grillz cooker, just do it. Figure out how to get the money, figure out how to get it done, do it, thank me later. And lastly, if you can afford the pellet cabinet, get the pellet cabinet. If you have the space, you will find ways to use the space. Ask me how I know. But thank you so very much as always for watching. If you do so happen to get a cabinet pellet cooker from Lone Star Grillz, tell them Dash sent you. Tell Chris and the fine folks at Lone Star Grillz that Dash sent you. And, you know, just tell him I said thank you. Anyway, you guys have a good one. I'm going to get some water because it's hot. Put this thing back together and put it back into service.
More water, baby.